Hello, this is Ross Bliley from the podcast Pigskin Tales. This podcast is sponsored by Sterling Soap Company. With products sold throughout 41 locations around the globe, Sterling Soap Company has a unique assortment of products to choose from for your loved one for the holidays. Handmade artisan soaps created by Roderick and Amanda Lovin since 2012, these products are affordable and provide great value. Act now and save on your shipping costs. If you purchase $75 or more, your shipping cost is free in the United States. Shop now online at sterlingsoap.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hello, weightlifting fans. Welcome to another edition of no-nonsense, old-school weightlifting history. This podcast can also be found on Yesterday's Sports on the Sports History Network. Today we'll have part 2 of the record makers. The following year, 1983. The record makers was in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and my cousin Bill and I attended again. This time we drove in with our teammate Bruce Clemens, the well-known weightlifting photographer. This time there were 14 lifters, 7 returning from last year. The first lifter was a teenage sensation from Bulgaria by the name of Niam Sulamunglu. He was barely more than a child, at only 15 years old. The 56-kilo lifter broke a junior world record in the snatch, lifting 125 kilos, 275 pounds. He then proceeded to a senior world record attempt, but was unsuccessful. In the clean and jerk, he broke the senior world record on his second attempt. The lift of 160 kilos also gave him the world record total. The fans roared with approval. Little did we know that the 15-year-old boy we were cheering for would become the greatest pound-for-pound lifter of all time. Yuri Sarkisian of the USSR was overweight and had to lift in the 67.5 kilo category rather than his usual 60 kilo. Although not in top shape for this competition, he made respectable lifts of a 125 snatch and a 165 clean and jerk. Bulgarian Yanko Rusev, also not in top shape, snatched 155 and clean and jerked 192.5 in the 75 kilo class. Asen Zlatev, also from Bulgaria, was not in top condition either, making lifts of 165 and 210 in the 82.5 weight class. Although the fans enjoyed the competition, some were getting restless, wishing to see some world record attempts. After missing his third attempt snatch of 190 kilos, Blagoy Blagoyev had the crowd up on its feet with a world record attempt of 229 kilos, that's 504 pounds, in the clean and jerk. He cleaned the weight easily, but missed the jerk out front. Another attempt with the same weight was again missed out front. In the 100 kilo class, American Ken Clark broke his U.S. record in the clean and jerk with a lift of 210.5 kilos. That's 464 pounds. Hungarian Peter Bazako outdid Clark with a clean and jerk of 212.5, that's 468 pounds, for a new Hungarian record. Rich Shanko of Team USA hoped to attempt some American records, but had to withdraw due to injury. Soviet lifters Viktor Sats and Sergei Arakhilov were not in top shape and made no attempts at any records. Lifting in the 110 kilo class was Leonid Taranenko, who made 2 attempts to break the world record in the snatch with 197.5. That's 435 pounds. He came close to making it on his second attempt, but not close enough. Undaunted, he attempted another world record in the clean and jerk with 242.5 kilos, 534 pounds. He cleaned it solidly and almost made the jerk. In the super heavyweight class, American Mario Martinez broke the American record in the snatch with a lift of 183.5 kilos, 405 pounds. On his next attempt, Mario tried to increase the record to 185 kilos and almost made it. Unfortunately, he sustained an injury and had to skip the clean and jerk. Antonio Krastev of Bulgaria was not in top shape, which was disappointing since we hoped to see him break the world record in the snatch. Now we were down to just one lifter, the very popular Anatoly Pisarenko of the Soviet Union. Pisarenko did not disappoint as he took 3 attempts at the world record in the snatch. He came close with 205 kilos, that's 452 pounds, all 3 times, but was unsuccessful. Pisarenko seemed a bit perturbed about not breaking the snatch record and came out laser focused for the clean and jerk. After making 245 kilos on his opening attempt, he asked for 260.5 kilos. That's 575 pounds, a world record attempt. He cleaned the weight easily and then nailed the jerk as the fans roared with approval. Pisarenko bowed to the crowd in acknowledgement of their cheers. It was a fantastic ending to a great competition. But wait, Pisarenko wasn't finished yet. He raised 5 fingers, indicating he wanted 5 kilos more for his third attempt. 265 kilos, that's 584 pounds, was loaded on the bar as the fans cheered with delight. He racked the massive weight and began to stand with it, but perhaps he tried to stand before fully securing it, and the bar slid off his shoulders. Nonetheless, we all cheered the great effort. Sadly, Pisarenko, who always seemed to appreciate the fans, never got to compete in the Olympics. The 1984 Summer Olympics, just like the 1980 Olympics, were boycotted. There was a banquet held afterward. Our teammate, Bruce Clemens, was invited. My cousin and I were not, so we sat in the lobby and waited for Bruce until the banquet ended. As we sat out there, we saw many of the lifters coming and going. I was surprised to see many of the Soviet and Bulgarian lifters coming out to the lobby to smoke a cigarette. Most of them were friendly and conversed with the fans, even though they spoke very little English. Had we thought to bring a camera, we could have had our picture taken with some of the best weightlifters in the world. But it was 1983, long before anyone carried a camera around everywhere they went. Still, having the opportunity to see some of the world's best weightlifters attempting and sometimes succeeding with world record weights 2 years in a row is something I'll always remember. Okay, that will conclude our podcast for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and God bless.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
The Sports History Network presents Who Invented This Sport?, a sports origins podcast that explores the birth and evolution of sports as diverse as basketball and bobsledding. Discover the inventors, innovators, and pioneers who brought sports to the world. Go to your favorite podcast provider to find Who Invented This Sport, your sports origins podcast and part of the Sports History Network.